morning. Love. Right? Imagine getting love every morning, all day, all night, and just live on love, right? They say love will set you free. It does. It does set you free. This whole year, this journey that you're going to go on is just going to be filled with love. Every single angle of love, right? So if you choose to take this journey by yourself, it's just like you start to clean yourself and you start to like yourself and you start to take off these layers, right? And these layers are just like these habits, these entities, these things that pretended to become you, and you lost the essence of who you are because they're so sneaky that there's almost no way to almost identify if it's you or if it's not, because they mask you, but it changes your personality over time. And then it hardens you almost, right? Because you're just a sensitive little puss from the start, and all of a sudden you begin to get stronger and you start to figure out, like, well, what really is strength? And the strength that people think that society is strength is like, that's not strength at all. That's just stupidity, right? It's just, they think is everything's opposite of what it's supposed to be, which is interesting, right? In the Bible it says, whatever man think is good, God think is bad. Whatever they think is bad, God think is good. That's exactly it. It's almost like everything's opposite. It's fucking opposite. It's like you guys just everything's opposite. You're just like, wow, right? It's fun, and it's fun to see, and it's fun to watch, and it's fun to see how you're going to react to that, right? Because it's like you throw it. It's always like playing with your pets. And you kind of just throw in a different situation to see, and say, what's my pet gonna do? Or like a cat or something, right? It's interesting because you look at that cat, right? And you as a human, you look at it like it's small. It's like, is that cat your equal? No. It's like, definitely not. And these people would be like, I love my cat. It's like my friend, like it's my equal. It's just like, well, give half of everything to your cat, right? Put it in your will. Do all this stuff. Treat it like a person. They'll be like, no. It's just like, it's not your fucking equal then. Don't fucking say it, right? So it's just... Cats. Watch those things. You gotta watch that pussy. Fucking get you, man. Just lose yourself on this journey. Just think when you're young, right? When you're this young guy, this young buck. You know you're hot. You know you got it. You just know. And then you attract everything, right? Guy or girl, you just attract because you got it. Like, that's the age of 22. That's like at your prime, right? Depending if you treated your body really good before you got there. Some people destroyed by the time they get to their prime. It's just like, oh, that's a shame, right? And so, like, you'll feel like that all the time. That moment, like, you sit back and I know you're already thinking about it. You're thinking about that smile you perfected in the mirror to kind of just, right? Because you want to look good. It's like you want to be that person. And that's good that you're thinking that, right? Because focus on that person and think, I'm going to be that person in 1 year. Because you lose yourself, right? And then you just deteriorate down this hill. It's supposed to be an upward curve, right? It's supposed to be great things given to human nature, to humans. But you lose that gift that you were given. You lose that opportunity because these entities take it from you as humans. That's your right. That's the right you were given in this biosphere, and that's what they don't want you to get. That's why they hate you. Because it's like you have this opportunity that they gave up. They're the ones who couldn't hang on, right? Remember that story you just kept telling? And just wouldn't shut the fuck up. It's like, you're planning. And then they left. They kind of just left, right? And they hate the fact that they left because they're like, if I just stayed for another, right? And then they become almost haters because of it, because they hate themselves for making a choice that they made. They don't hate you because you're human. They hate you because of that, but then all of a sudden the hate goes to you, right? It's jealousy. Jealousy is the worst form of thing you can ever harbor. If you harbor that, man, you fucking get rid of it. That's the worst, right? How do you break down anything? Jealousy, number one, right? Once you see it, you just say, fuck off. It goes away. Your voice is so powerful, and people don't realize that. It's just crazy. I'll show you a test. It's a good test, actually. Say, for example, you're on this walk, right? And then all of a sudden, you still harbor these things, and you want to check. Just check all the time, right? It's like once you have a relationship with your buddy, it's like you want to know if it's still him, and you ask him, what's your name? And he'll tell you, right? He'll repeat your name because you're the same person. He'll tell you, well, it's whatever your name is, right? And you'll be like, oh, okay, cool. But say, for example, here's an interesting example. I don't know. Say you're on a walk. You guys, I don't know. Say, for example, it turns into a walk, right? And some will, which is good. Do it. And then all of a sudden, like you're an alcoholic. Like you need alcohol, but you just think I'm just going, fuck, right? And that sun is going to rejuvenate you, and you think like, oh, I'm just gonna have these shakes, and just say, no, you're not. It's like people do all that stuff out of the sun, not realizing that if you just went and slept outside in the tent and all that stuff you feel would go away. And nature is just like, hey, come here, let me help you. But you don't listen to her, right? Like she's just trying, and then you don't. And sometimes a drunk will fall asleep on the ground, right? Not realizing nature is like, kind of just put a rock there to trip you, and just then you fall down, and it's like, there you go, fall asleep. Nature will always help you, but you don't ask. That's the thing. You have to ask. So on this journey, you'll just be waking up to her, right? And then it's like, interesting. So if you're ever in a Bible, it's like the Bible is like, if you want, like, don't even think of the fucking religion behind it. Just think of the story. The whole story is there, right? It's now it's just a really good recipe cookbook. That's it. Take all the words that have anything to do with food, take that and eat that. Make that your daily regiment, right? Because that's the food that's healthy for you. Those oils, don't fucking put them on your skin. Eat them. Oil is supposed to go into your body, not on your fucking head, right? You keep your body right, you never have to put anything on it, ever. It will self-regulate itself. I never wash my face. There's times you don't have to have a bath because you're so clean, right? It's kind of like, But you want a bath because baths are fun, right? And so, but it's just, in a bit.